Hey, yeah, this is my common flow ain't common though. I'm a Commodore, these niggas more dominoes. Saturn return got me feeling like it's time to go, so I'm staring in the magic mirror like dominoes. Come along, you know this your favorite song, baby. Whip your Toyota in my mind, it's a new Mercedes. Sober lately, been trying to get it together, pouring way more in myself. The rain could not stop this. Ain't rocking these crystals for optics, not a magic at play like Hogwarts. You know that we at war, so I'm loaded and mad focused like God wrote this. I add dosage of that dope shit, ain't no more hoping. Heart open, purse the beat like surgery till they heard of me. The urgency of leaving this planet didn't occur to me. The 17 dark dreams and odd things happened in reality. That was not me. Fuck that. Toe tags and dirty rags to riches, mad stitches, but the pain made me strong. So when the vision came along, wasn't nothing to write me a new song. Transmuted into righting my wrongs, and now we gone. The worst thing you could ever ask is how long. When the time come along, you'll know it. Real gem from a poet, myself who I owe it to. Even when shit uncomfortable, remember to change the view. JB.
Another lecture, ain't no pressure for these peons. By the time they catch up, homie, we gone. Fly out the sky, get you high like the weed strong. Beast to the grave, damn day, we be on. 10 years plus, like car seats, I'm strapped in. Never gotta worry what'd happen if I tapped in. Now I'm the captain, I steer the ship. Saturn return, let it burn, look more, not a spirit rich. I got a fever pitch, limping out of Boston. Women kind of view stunning Steve Austin. Virgo moon, temperament is placid, but walking through my 12 is like tripping off on acid. We got an army of light, you not steering us. Light workers came here to fight, word to Aquarius. I do my shit in the sky, you know it, man. Slap a fool, call me Gemini, man.
I got that, and I know you want that, yeah. I said I got that, ayy, and I know you want that. Yeah, I said I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word. Ayy, yeah. She like, let's get to work. Bitch, I've been working, and you about to work for me. Now get twerking. Shake that money, make it, then reverse it. Bring it back, show me that you're really worth it. I work hard, but I'm hardly working. I work smart, getting paid while I work it. Imperfect, but I'm still perfect. I'm old school. Write my curses out in cursive. I get though. Hey. Bitches call me Simon cause I said so. And these niggas choking, they got strep though. I get low, then kill him with the birdie, that's my death stroke. Fuck with me, you could get your wig popped. Headshot, headshot, like a battle rap. Hit you with my battle axe. Says you him, you not that. Bitch, you know I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. Bitch, I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word.
Nala Brown, Gemini magicians always plotting on a deal. Putting in that work like this cotton in the field. Another beat, another meal. Brother speaking how you feel. Word to mama, but working on the trauma so we heal. Keep it real, milk on the black milk. Raised by the pimps, used to let they head tilt. Thread straight silk, working on caprices. They trapping on the block while I'm working on my thesis. Nala Brown, king of the Tissound, Brizzag. Sigmas, I'm stepping and rapping for the Sissag. Nigga, where you been? Out searching for lust. Buffalo came up, Griselda working on trust. I see the moves, it took a cue to get my biz tight. Things improve, I'm up working every midnight. True MC, third base like search. Word in my face on a book, I got work.
That, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. I know you like that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. Yeah, I got that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. You know you like that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. Ayy.
off, nigga can't be stopped. Who my producer? Okay, heard you niggas wanna try to stop the clock. Well, stop your mind then, stop the times. It's my times, yours not. It's my time right now, I'm Mr. Big Shot. I'm calling all shots. So when your time come around, we'll stop. We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I without my touch. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. You can't bring them low when you riding that da-da-da. You hit her from the back, she manifested for the get-it-that. She don't know the current when she touching mood swings. I tie this bitch down, I buy $1 million mood ring. Boo thing, know we tap in, we gon' do things. That man think the moon is a rock, his whole crew lane. You ain't girl, no you ain't girl. This a new age girl, and see the world. We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I without my touch. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it.
Walk around town like a mint. We ain't playing tag, bitch, I'm him. Yes, I'm the shit. Don't flush me, I make time skip. It's a hit. How he dress homeless, still looking like a lick? How he got all the ladies licking on their lips? Test me, you get sent to heaven stress free. Got Hades on deck, show you shit you never seen. Don't worry about nothing, everything is on me. Used to work just to make time free. Then I became a boss, made time work for me. And money too, make it flip. Gymnastics is what I do. Show me something, boo. What that mouth do? You might get some Jimmy shoes. Fuck a date, fly you out, take you on a cruise. I heard your album is whack, I meant to be rude. You just pray on my plate, you meant to be food. I ain't worried about nothing, I ain't worried about fools walking around just frontin'. I ain't worried about the past, I ain't never coming back. I ain't worried about the future when you end up in the pack. I ain't worried about the government. I ain't worried about a mothership coming through invading on some other shit. I ain't worried about people talking shit or what they gon' do. I ain't worried about any single damn one of you, bitch.
We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I without my touch. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it.
What it do, what it is. What it is, what it do. Thank you for being present. Normally when I play these songs, like every one of the songs I played right now are all unreleased. Save the first one. Shout out to Gemini Brown and Dave B. So yeah, like I really do appreciate you being present, checking it out. The next ceremonies we do are going to be Aquarius season. This is the culmination. The next ceremony in 2 weeks is the full moon in Leo. So you need to understand that this activation and awakening, all right, in 2 weeks you're gonna be shazamming, my friend, if not now, right? And happy birthday, Chanel Coco 123. All right, you need to understand when we have this full moon in 2 weeks, you have over the next 2 weeks you're activating and integrating power, and you're gonna harvest it. So when you come back in 2 weeks, no matter where you are, you're literally on stage performing to your gang. Shout out to Infinity Gang. So if you're an artist, if you have music, I know you guys have sent me stuff before. I still have the folder, or I still have the email with all your emails. So we already have music in the cut. But if you have anything you want to send me, email it because we're going to jam out. And it's symbolic of quite literally our union, our communion. And so we're going to be playing art from people who we've gotten to know with in the chart. We've done this before in another season,
But yeah, the only thing is, please make sure that what you send, when you send music, please send music that isn't copyrighted. That way I don't get the risk of the video getting muted because I get copyright, not strike, but because I have to deal with that. So if like your music is being distributed by like a foreign entity, that'll probably like copyright my channel. Please don't send that song. Like certain music I can't play because I've uploaded it. But if it's, you know, if it's music that is cool and you play, send it my way. All right. Once again, in 2 weeks, the full moon in Leo and the new moon in Aquarius, it is quite literally a culmination. Like you post this evolution, you've just like activated. You feel me? This is putting you, this is allowing you to kind of like know where you belong, the vantage point, before you move in that authentic direction. Not that you don't already know where you belong, but it's like being around people who have evolved like you've evolved, or even crazier, or in their own way, obviously. And if you think of Aquarius as a frequency, then you want to think of, you know, you tuning in to resonant frequencies based on the power you will be awakening over the next 2 weeks. So if you think about it, that harvest in Leo is like Lil Uzi Vert, like literally dancing like, bitch, I'm too rich. I'm not saying that he would say that, but it's just like, if you're wondering what this has to do with Uzi, I have no idea. I just said him because he's a Leo and the moon is in Leo, but like it could be Soulja Boy. The point is, it's very festive. It's understanding the energy, the courage, the fire that's needed to propel even deeper in this space. So, yeah. No matter where you are, get ready to bring it. Get ready to bring it. Fire signs, you already know what the deal is. We don't need to tell you anything, but no, you could be a wallflower. It's cool. Just get ready to bring it. That's it. That's it. All right. We're gonna do a pick a card at the end. Sagittarius, Pisces, no funny shenanigans. No funny shenanigans. Okay. Y'all be asking me like, why do y'all be acting like, oh, you're always making fun of Pisces and Sagittarius? That's because Cancer and Libra think they're slick. Sag be pulling off some slick shit. Like they're more than slick. It's one thing to think you're slick. It's another thing to just pull some slick shit like Devin did. Had me asking after the live, like, why did she say that? Why did she feel the need to just say that? Oh, if this is this card, it's not the first time this shit has happened, which is already crazy. It's not even the first time some shit like this has happened. It's always like some fire sign that's seeing this shit. So like, I'm just saying, no shenanigans. I'm just gonna do a simple reading. Okay, like we don't have to take it to a whole nother level because you want to fucking hack my fucking reading. My bad. Oops, said too much. All right. So yeah. Gonna pull a card real quick to set the tone. Then we're gonna do a pick a card reading at the end, just so you can get an idea. The pick a card reading will be the final boss pick a card reading. So it's going to be lit. And in between that, I'm going to guide you through the next 2 weeks. So you could, don't play, bro. Don't play. Place your bets now. That's amazing. I'm using the Demon Slayer deck, so it's just all majors here. Yeah, over the next 2 weeks. Yeah. We can make it more of an emphasis like that. I just feel like there's one more thing I want to say. Transit talks and ceremonies are always public. So, yeah, the transit talk I'm gonna do in a couple hours is also going to be public. Just in case we have 2 people on queue, but yeah. I think it's hard for me to say what I'm wanting to say because a lot of it doesn't really even matter. It's almost as if we've hit that brink where the exponential development you make will at this point still be beyond your ability to process. And this is evidenced too by Mercury that hasn't caught up to the sun yet. So we're still going to have that Kazemi. So yeah, I would just prepare for the most intense boss battle of your life. All right. So before I pull this reading, I want you to set an intention. Now that we're all here collectively, right? I want you to set an intention. Given your experience for the past, 10 years, 13 years, since 2008, before 2008. Yeah, if you want to get a candle, I'm going to get a candle too. If you want to get a candle, feel free. What I want you guys to do is really focus. Like the moon is within degrees away of Pluto, so like you definitely want to, you don't have to, but what is something extreme, what is a very extremely powerful and intense intention that down to your bones, at the deepest core of your bones, yeah, there's an element of desire with Mars, so that you want, but like something you intend to do. When we talk about hockey, when we talk about your nen, your willpower, your chakra, think as if what is an intention you will make that you will not back down on, even if you had to die. Do you see how your energy instantly shifts, right? So like, I want you to really focus on that. Take your time. And it doesn't have to be one thing. If you culminate your goals in life, which don't in any way have to be conventional or traditional to modern times or at all. Oh my God. You definitely want to take advantage of this, because especially with the Neptune sextile and Uranus, this intention is magic. The new moon is planting seeds. Okay. So your intention is magic beanstalking your wishes, intention. If you want to make a kid's wish, it's coming true like immediately. This is one of the rare alignments where this elite level of God power could be exercised, but there is, of course, a catch 22. Whether you know this or not, everyone's going to do this, because when it comes to creating your reality, everyone since birth has always done this. There's no one who has never not manifested. There's no one who doesn't use magic. You've seen facets of magic and witchcraft be fetishized by people online and movie industries to kind of give you this fantasy version of what it actually is. Magic is your brain functioning. Magic is you breathing the air. So, techniques through your habits are what allow to help you succeed or ruin your life because of your behavior. So you're coming into literally the most extreme awakening. This is the most powerful new moon that we will ever have in 248 years. I put my life on that. I dare anybody to call cap. There's no alignment that is as crazy as this. And look at how Mars and Saturn and Jupiter align, and then look at how the Sun and Neptune are aligned. So like, this is it. You feel me? Like, this is fucking it. By 2 weeks from now, we're harnessing energy in a new way, because we're awakening in a way that has, goes against everything you've been taught, blah, 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 blah. So what is something that you feel, what is everything that you feel deep in your soul, deep in your bones, that you are deciding? So it's not even based on what are you deciding to do? And really focus on that over the next 2 weeks. What in 2 weeks do you see yourself already achieving, if not now? Focus on that. If you don't know what that is the best case scenario. So that's not bad at all. But you can merely just intend to have satisfaction. It doesn't have to be specific. Some people could be specific. Some people you could be vague. What all of you will have in common is that you are focusing on an extremely intense intention. So there's 262 people watching this live. It can be, I wanted to make sure to say everything, because this is just an intention. So it doesn't have to be one thing, three things. We can say it has to be at least one thing, but you really can go limitless with this. I need you to understand right now, all you people who are at unison we're holding space right now. So I just want you to focus on your intention. This is intensifying everyone's intent. So all I want you to do during the rest of this ceremony is to just focus on this intent and make every action intentional, because what we're doing at this collective level is, one, we're also going to induce healing. All right. And when I say healing, take that with a grain of salt. Don't take the conventional meaning of healing, whatever healing means to you, where I just want to highlight how all of us charging this intention, you can already start to feel the power. Is it just me? You can already start to feel an intensity, because all of us are focusing. If you think about it, 270 plus people are focusing in on one focal point. Dude, this is how powerful we are. And we are activating intention. So we are taking advantage of that to supercharge whatever intention you want. That's why I like these ceremonies, because it's literally like a wish pot. So now that we are activating this is uniting us. And now to overfold the cord, I would like for you to imagine that everyone who you are watching this with, you are partying with. See DJ Peace Dealer, and you could be specific, you could be vague, but just imagine that we're all this watching this together is we're all like in a party. Boom. So now we're connected in the astral, just like that. Boom. If you're sensitive, you literally could feel it. I'm not as sensitive to energy, and I could still feel it through my imagination. Boom. There you go. So now that we've established this, for the rest of this ceremony, your mission, should you choose to accept, is to be intentional with everything you do. If you feel like clapping your hands means that you just won $10 million, you need to be so extremely sure that is what you're deciding, because Hades doesn't play. So this is not a really good time to waver. Okay. Things are going to get into, we have some very powerful heavy hitters in the chat. All right. So you're going to feel it get a little bit more intense. Everything that you are intending is everything you are committing to bring into reality, because it's already here, within 2 weeks. Okay. So this is the first thing I want you to hold me to. Everything that you intend. That's why with Capricorn, you kind of wanted to be somewhat practical. Everything that you intend, you're going to manifest. I don't even want to use the word manifest. You're going to create in less than 2 weeks. Like by the time the moon is in Leo and we're harvesting it, you're integrating socially. Oh, wow. This is like, boom, I've awakened this God power within, period. Like this is, we're coming up the completion of this entire evolution. This is it. This is you seeing the effects. This is it. And because there's 200, like the more people who are watching this, doing this, this is going to hypercharge all of our intentions. And what's going to happen is we're going to end this broadcast when this is over, and that intention that we had is going to release. And this is going to slingshot you there. You're going to see so many synchronicities. I mean, you already know the deal. I'm only giving you my perspective. You just so much. So just letting you know. Okay. So with that being said, in you being very intentional, anything that you want, anything that you are committed to creating in your reality, speak it, think it, decide it during this whole ceremony. This is also a time capsule. You can watch this at any time. So if you want to just recharge this energy and just watch this whenever you watch this, we are, as a time capsule, charging this for you. You don't have to believe that, but try it yourself. Okay. So literally, now that we're not sharing each other's energy, you are putting in your intention. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You can literally just set the intention to focus on just being satisfied. It could be as vague as possible. That is you sharing your currency. Right now, we're doing an energy currency potluck. That is you sharing your currency. So 284 other people who it doesn't even have to be that intense. You could just decide to do, boom. All of us are now sharing our currency digitally, you physically, and that is multiplying exponentially our power, because you guys are powerful as fuck. I'm gonna just be honest. It's literally that simple. So now, while we're doing that and you're imagining to connect in the astral, oh, we're partying, we're connected. Any imagination could be us holding hands. Because we're all doing this at the same time, it is connecting us metaphysically, literally. Now that you've done step 1 and step 2, step 3, okay, is to set an intention out. And I'll remind you guys again over and over. Step 3 is to set and make as much wishes, intentions as you want. That's it. Actually, no, that was step 1. Step 1 is you make whatever intentions, you feel me? And you want to personally go all out, is what I'm saying. Because once you connect to, and you can do this in any order that you want, basically once we're connected, you want to think during this period, everything that you intend, boom. Like, what would you, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you want if you knew without a certainty of a doubt it would materialize? And there's more people showing up. So I want to use this as an energy experiment to show you just how powerful we are and why they want to nerf us as humans. Okay, like how if we just come together, like all the bullshit is dead. Seriously, hold me to this in less than 2 weeks. Here's the caveat though. You see Hades and you see the god of war, they don't play. So like if there's anything that you are setting an intention towards, please do not waver on it. This is effectively a promise. Could be very simple. You are making a promise, not to planets these aren't gods. These are not your gods, to yourself. Okay. These planets are going to facilitate the energy of this. So Hades is really extreme. You know how Scorpios get extreme. You know what I'm saying? Mars is very temperamental. So make sure you are if you're committed to this, it's going to come instantly. Well, it's not gonna, you're gonna create it instantly. But if you're just like, yeah, I can do this, and then we leave this live and you're like, no, I don't believe it. Good luck. Good luck. Kronos and Pisces are like, good luck. Good luck. So just if you feel like you're not about it, you can leave the chat. You can leave the chat, or you just don't have to set an intention. If you don't set an intention, it won't link you in. Okay, so the intention, step 1, links you in. This could be anywhere from at least one intention to infinity. You can literally just go in. The more, the better. Step 2, so the intention links you in with 300 plus other people. This is fucking awesome. That are just setting any intention. This is how powerful we are. Boom. Step 2, take it to the astral. Imagine we're connected, whether we're holding hands or, of a DJ piece dealer. We're all looking fresh in a party. Boom. Let's go. Infinity gang party. Let's go. And now step 3, this is the real magic. This is what's going to exponentially do it. Set the intention right now for everyone else's intention to come true immediately and perfectly with the highest good, however you want to. This is the threefold cord. Now, 300 plus other people are intending for your intention to come true. That simple. That simple. That simple. So I want you to do for the rest of the ceremony is to just focus on everything that you are creating, everything that you are speaking into your life, everything that you are awakening. I want you to visualize. We still got Venus and Sag. Visualize with Mercury what it looks like and see it like it's already here. If you want to lose weight, gain weight, see yourself in that body already. And my challenge to you is all you have to do as we sow the seeds in this new moon is to just carry that intention in everything that you do for the next 2 weeks. And within 2 weeks, by the full moon in Leo, you will begin to see it harvest. Full moon in Leo is where the in a week from now, the seeds you sow will break through the ground. And I'm going to guide you along the next 2 weeks here, so you can get an idea of how you can move through each intent. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. By the time the moon goes to the Pluto, boom, it's going to like awaken in your face. There's nothing you have to do. Oh, please tell me I didn't put that there. All right, thank you. I have YouTube videos that could literally also help you, which one is Sammy Ingram. You already know how she do. I gave you the tools, my friend. You don't even need it. You have it within, but like, this is going to be amazing. This is a huge culmination. So, okay. Once again, 300 plus other people. Step 1, set an intention. Step 2, connect and imagine as connected. And step 3, set the intention that everyone else's intentions come true. Boom. And then you could just keep on like, so what we want to do is to just focus. See, you'll feel your energy shift, your body shift. We just want to align you. Boom. It's just you aligning with 300 plus other people intensifies this so that once we release it, you will already start to boom. Okay. So I'm going to explain the next 2 weeks. And before we do, I'm going to draw a tarot card. And before I draw a tarot card, take some time. Really take your time. Take some time to really feel and see this intent. What have you accomplished? What is it that within 2 weeks you have accomplished? And I really challenge you to intend for something that you think is just outside of your reach. Something that you don't even and send me testimonials, yo. Email me what's finna happen, because trust me, it's not something you're not already doing. So this could be just the last stage of what you've already been building. But like, what is something you have accomplished that you may not have done yet, but you are claiming? That's what we're going to do. This new moon, the intention is, what are you claiming? What are you claiming that you've accomplished that is just beyond reach from what you believe is even possible? I want you to focus on that. And then we're going to go. Ooh. All right, let's get it. First of all, thank you very much for tuning in. I am very honored to be able to share in this experience with you all. And once again, you are able to watch this as many times as you want. You don't even have to limit it to the Capricorn ceremony. If you just, I mean, you don't even need the video. You can do it all by yourself. But, you know, for those of you who want to tap into the energy of it, you can use this for whatever. Okay, promise. It's the limit. The limit is really what you make it. So I want you to just focus on this intention and think thoughts as if you've already accomplished it. Imagine somebody telling you what you accomplished. Wow, I can't believe you did it. Congratulations. And literally slowly but surely allow yourself to sit in that. Okay. So should you choose to accept this mission, this is going to awaken you into the next frontier. Right now, well, that was convoluted because this is going to happen for everyone regardless. Right now, seeds are being sown. The new moon in Capricorn is You're really good at this. You're really good at this. Oh yes. That was good. That was good. All right. Yep, I like that. Okay. So you are sowing seeds right now to complete an awakening process that you have rigorously been kicking its ass for over 13 years. Congratulations. This is the fourth and final activation of power that we do every cycle. And this extremely intense awakening is preparing for you to awaken chi, electrical energy, at will. Everyone has the capacity to harness latent energy in their body. But not everybody knows how to do it at will. In fact, throughout history, an extremely few amount of people knew how to do this at will. But what if collectively something happens to everybody on this planet, even animals, to where now we could all do it at will? Albeit, maybe now that we're just stepping into this new frontier, it's not like we're all masters. Some of you will be, and you're probably aliens. But It's going to begin the process of awakening this next level of energy. This is important because everything that we're about to step into, the foundation was laid for Pluto Scorpio. All of you Pluto Virgo and Pluto Libra people who gave birth to Pluto Scorpio and Sag children, you were a part of this process. And so Pluto and Aquarius is the completion of an entire generation's worth of just lineages, DNA helix, full-on supernatural awakening. The last 2 times there were supernatural awakenings of this quality, shout out to Chance who mentioned this in his podcast. Protestantism, the Protestants broke away from the Catholics, and then of course the Declaration of Independence was signed on the one after. And I think even before that, this may have about the fall of the Roman Empire after like 2. But like, yeah. They're both characterized by mass extinction events. Not to say that it's relatively uncommon, but in the show Hunter x Hunter, when there was this plot by the evil Ant King to make an army of soldiers who can use their chi at will. And what he had planned to do was to hypnotize entire villages of people. And they were able to bring them hypnotized to a place where people who can control their chi could, through shock, force them to awaken. And what, of course, has been known in that universe is out of 100 people who are forcefully awakened, 5 people survive. Okay. So we're talking about a seemingly external, you know what I'm saying? Like factor that awakens energy from within, right? The preferred method is for people to, over a few weeks, awaken and untangle the cords from within, but that could take weeks to months to years. You did that from 2008 to now. Synchronization going crazy. However, both is happening. You did it the slow way, and now at this end right here is an induced shock. We are stepping into shocks that shock the whole world, whether through war. Actually, is that the god of war? Yeah, it's probably going to be war. Whether through war or just, the internet just blanking out all of a sudden, the force is with you. This is the awakening of the force. This is the awakening of Padawans and Jedis everywhere, as the dark side uses this period while you sail through your arc to target and get rid of you. I'm getting a little bit cinematic. Just take that with a grain of salt. So, Morpheus already led you out of the office. Don't think I forgot about that analogy. You've already chosen the red or the blue pill. It's time to really fight the final boss. And this is going to be an induced shock where you are most likely that 5% who are going to hyper awaken the energy for you to now fuel everything you know about what you have been awakening about yourself. No one can take this away from you. And that's why I want to highlight everyone's going to go through this. But just like the last time Pluto was in Aquarius and pestilence came through and killed like genocide of just so many people who were colonized, don't be surprised if you see history repeating. The only thing is, unlike before, I want to be crazy enough to say that this revolution is an energy revolution. We are at the advent of Armageddon, where there's an outpouring of spirit throughout the whole world, and people who are aligned with truth and good are more good, and people who are aligned with evil are more evil. It doesn't discriminate. It's not like, oh, only the good people are going to awaken spirit powers. No. Everybody is. And this is going to really open up themes of how you integrate powers and abilities with modern day technology, and how this kind of breaks up infrastructure. And I need you to understand, a lot of these superpowers are technological innovations in linking that as well. So it doesn't have to happen all within 2 weeks. Pluto is going, if you think Pluto was through Capricorn since 2008, Pluto's probably going to be through Aquarius till like 2036. So like we're going to see, or 40, we're going to see like a decade probably span of all these things occurring, supernatural, outside of the bounds of what we have previously established was the system. Not the first time this has happened. I don't even want to mention aliens. I want to focus this on energy. So in 2 weeks from now, the seeds that you're planting are going to harvest with the full moon in Leo and the sun and Pluto in Aquarius. The God power you are awakening is going to help you harness God key. That's what you're, I hope you know that is what you're I would get excited. That is what you are harvesting over the next 2 weeks. It is a harvest of solar energy expressed universally, cosmically. That is a fancy way. Shout out to Shay, Supreme Kai. Shout out to the Supreme Kais. That is a fancy way of saying you're harnessing your Nen. If you think Leo represents the source when you put it in a plug, and what does that generate? Aquarius, electricity. I'm not going to say like electricity is Aquarius, but just an analogy. That's the Leo Aquarius. It's all energy. All of this is sourced by energy. Okay. There's a grounding. If we didn't have a grounding, shit would just, that's Taurus, the natural energy. And then you have Scorpio. We're not going to talk about that. Pure energy, cool. Nuclear energy, cool. And it's not limited to that, but cool. But I just want you to focus on the Leo Aqua. You are, the power core has to plug into energy. So we are activating the power. It's going to full moon Leo that shit. And you're going to start harvesting for the first time ever, my G, your energy at a much more extreme. Let's go. And that was what might lead to this mysterious disappearance of people, or people just being a lot more unhinged. Because once again, this may be an unconscious effect for people who are not aware of these concepts. And you know what I'm saying? Some people may get it. Some people, I'm not going to say it's going to make them go crazy, but just something to keep in mind. But yeah, if you knew that your body has the capacity to harness and channel energy unique to you, and it could enhance your physical and mental function, well, welcome to the next few years. It's nothing that you haven't been doing since you're born. We just want to say the capacity of how much more intensely you can do this at will opening up. And for those of you who have been experiencing synchronicities, where this is going to apply for you, where comment a number 1 if you've been noticing that your spirit is beating your body. It's like you're doing things and you're realizing it after the fact why you did it. In the moment, it may not make sense. I wish I could say that in a better way. It's like you're in a position. Syncs probably weren't every day. Now they're every day, but it's kind of like, in ways, your mind is faster than your ability to process what's happening. So for those of you who are like experiencing that, and you've experienced in a sense where like it's at a more intense frequency than it used to be, you need to understand there is an extreme quality to how much more intense. You're not going to be playing catch up anymore. You're getting ready to start beating it to the punch. And like Aquarius, it's going to feel and be very weird, but it's also going to be extraordinary. And I think this is going to really bless you with the sense of liberation that doesn't bring you out of the clear, because now it's still a whole new frontier. But we've now left this dark Capricorn corruption behind. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the final boss battle. So for those of you who have the audacity to tap into your latent potential and actually share that with the world, you are effectively saying that you choose not to be a sheep. And please, the American government has had remote viewers since the 60s. So if you think you're awakening, just know they've been prepared for this, and you will be making yourself a target. They're going to know you're not asleep, and like the power you are awakening, you are using to kick literal ass. You are using to not die. Okay, this is like the final Hunger Games round. They are tired of you divergents. You keep fucking shit up for them and waking people up. Do you know how much money they spent to put most of these people asleep? And I don't mean that in a very condescending way where like, oh, those people are asleep. No, most of these people are being lied to or just being completely taken advantage of. It doesn't matter how smart or dumb they are. So, they don't really like that. Just by not following the program, you're making people ask questions. So you are awakening power within you that moving forward is going to take you to a greater part of yourself that science has not yet caught up to. But you have seen in fantasy, and you have definitely seen in science fiction. In fact, the best way to describe the next 15 years of your life for you and everyone on this planet is sci-fi. We are about to enter a sci-fi flick, except it's not a movie and it's not really fiction. And reality is stranger than fiction. But if you're weird as fuck or crazy as fuck, it's going to be a walk in the park. Like if you're just crazy or cringy as fuck, it's going to be like, oh, I can finally breathe. That's it. And then once Pluto goes into Pisces, it's going to be a fantasy. So if you're delusional as fuck, you're going to be like, I can finally breathe. My bad. So yes, let's go. And I need you to understand that you will be kicking ass over the next 2 weeks. The climax of this final boss battle is going to be you kind of nailed it. It's probably going to be that. I don't want to predict a pandemic. I just don't want to do that. But the whole theme of cyber attack and AI getting hacked into, that is Pluto Aquarius. Like, I just need to let you know, like hacking, cyber attacks. I feel like Pluto and Aquarius may be the death of the internet as we know it. And everyone's going to oddly enjoy it, but it's not going to be gone for long. It's like if the internet went down, who would basically go down with the internet and who's going to be good? That's like the first phase of this. You're going to see some people who have lived on the internet their whole life be good. Just adapt and go on to the next thing. Since a whole lot of the playing field will be equalized, given how people kind of rely on all of this infrastructure. So the time it'll take for that infrastructure to adjust will once again give everyone ample time to adapt. That being said, this is all timed for a reason. And now that you are awakening the capacity to command and create more with power that exists within you, you can literally fly with it. You can levitate and fly with it. You can fly with your energy. You can fly and levitate. I promise you, I know because I saw it on Dragon Ball Z. That is my sources come from anime and mangaka. All right. I don't know what to tell you. So like, this is very, very amazing because you will experience this over the next 2 weeks. Hold me to it. The full moon in Leo, only astrologer that got Son Goku showing love in the chat. These concepts are going to activate for you over the next week. So moon in Cap, Aqua, and Pisces, activation. By the end of next week, you have activated this God awakening. Facts. Once we start to integrate it, the sun's going to go into Aquarius. Woo! It's a wrap. So what we're going to talk about right now is the activation of this final boss battle and the square in Aries at the climax, right at the point of integration on the nodes. Once you make it through that square and we're ready to harvest, you finish this boss battle for now. In 6 months, we're going to revisit it, but it's cool. All right. You've activated this. Chanel Loco, welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. So, welcome to the Eternal Vibe Tribe. I've uploaded the extended Magic Moon message, so please feel free to see that. So, in order for me to make sure we're on the same page, some of you be thinking you're crazy and paranoid when you're just a little paranoid, a little crazy. I'm just like, some of you be thinking you're mad, crazy, and paranoid. You need to stop putting disrespect on your name. Some of you are so much more in tune than you'll ever give yourself credit for, and able to actualize like insights that of stuff that's not even around you. Like, you kind of have to trust yourself more because it will save your life. So I want you to confirm for me the following statement. Over the past 3 weeks, I fought a mini boss, or I entered the final level of the game and I cleared the entire level. And now I am ready to fight the final boss. I want you to comment a number 2 if it feels like that. It doesn't have to feel that way, by the way. This is just an analogy that may not apply for you, but I think it does. Over the past 2 weeks to 3 weeks, I entered the last level of the game, cleared the game, and now I'm ready to fight. Okay, if you commented a number 2, this new moon is the point in the video game where all you have to do is enter the final boss battle and it takes you through that sequence. That's it. Okay. This is intense psychic attack. As some of you are awakening that your aura literally exposes the fraud or fake in other people. So for some of you, this is intense psychic attack by collective consciousness or force. For others of you, it's overcoming the difficulties to completely integrate and complete your cycles. And I just want to commend you on the incredible ways that you are going to be kicking ass, because you did the work during Virgo season. You programmed your brain correctly during Gemini season. You synchronized properly during Sagittarius season. You sowed those seeds of your true value during Taurus season. And it's all coming together. And this final boss doesn't have shit on you. If you want to know what the final boss is, it is a collective consciousness that has sold their soul for the world. So they're basically just bots. They're dumbass NPCs with whatever consciousness. We fuck with NPCs around here, but they're just dumbass NPCs who just follow the script of just notorious devils who F them in the butt because they have no will of their own and they're just cowards. So, you know, you're not bowing down to that BS. So, of course, they're just going to hate on you by just projecting, oh, we're insecure. We need to feel better. And this represents at a collective social level the end of these nitwits, I just about to make up a word. These whatever you want to call them beings that after this, guys, we will never have to deal with them again. New levels, new devils, though. So where there's going to be the new final boss in Aquarius is going to be aliens, extraterrestrial, celestials, Viltrumites. But it's cool. We'll never have to deal. We're going to have to deal with the Viltrumites now, but we'll never have to deal with these evil numbers-based evil. Ew. Most of them are not even going to survive in the next 6 months. Not even because of anything you did. Like, they're not gonna make it. So anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, you said it too in your own way. So here we go. Okay. Now that we've confirmed that, I want to go through the initial sequence. When you fight a final boss, normally there are a few sequences that distinguish it from your ordinary boss battle. There's the first sequence of the final boss battle where you start to get on AA. Pause. You start to get on them. Also pause. No, I'm joking. You start to get on them. You feel me? Thank you, Cynthia. And that's where you start to chip down their health, or you just fulfill the requirements for that first sequence. Okay, you basically just don't. The way to win the boss battle is to just don't die. That's basically it. You just have to don't die and just make sure that other person. That's basically it. So you not dying over the next week is going to facilitate the activation of your power. Pluto is going to represent an extreme pressure. If you think most people awaken or manifest their powers in points of extreme life or death situations of pressure, right? And if you don't die, because this is real life, so most people die, but the few people who don't die, okay, you are not dying. You didn't die. You feel me? So the first week is going to activate the awakening of power. This is it, son. This is it. Okay. And then the next week is going to be your integration of this personally to you, which will draw you out into the full moon opposite Pluto, where now you harvest the victory and you use the power you've integrated to finish the sequence and finish the boss. So you're going to see over 2 weeks, the first sequence, and then the second sequence finishes the battle. And then you harvest it. You finish the level. And then we go into new moon in Aquarius after the full moon in about a month from now and activate a whole new revolution. Aquarius, what are you planning? Where are the Viltrumites? I don't, my bad. Where are the Kryptonians? I don't know. I'm done. So basically, yeah, before I show you that, please make sure your intentions are still online and you are seeing what it do, because once we end this broadcast, it's officially true. And that's stamped on by near 400 people. If we have 400 people doing this, so for the new people who entered, we're brewing a very powerful collective magic spell. The magic spell we're doing is to hyper create, not manifest, hyper create our intentions. So basically, we're exploiting Pluto, Moon, Sun, Mars, collective, universal, and the Saturn in Pisces is crystallizing our imagination intent. So for those of you who just joined, I'm going to go get a candle. I want you to set any intention, at least one intention to infinity that you are deciding is real in your life. You are claiming it. Pluto doesn't want you to waver, so do not waver. You have to be like, I'm going to do this or it's over. All right. 2, I want you to imagine that there are a connection between you and everybody. All right. And based on the connection between you and everybody, that's going to bring to the astral this intent. That's basically we're connecting Capricorn with Pisces. And then 3, set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true. That's Neptune. And that's it, baby. You're in the party. If that's all you do, you paid with your energy. That's basically that. So yeah. It doesn't matter if it goes down to 300. We already had like over 200, so we're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. It's just the higher you see this go, right? The more intense it is. For those of you like just focusing on your intention, you're getting it. Either you have to understand there's 300 plus people who are like your intention is coming. So once you leave, you're gonna get hit by a lightning bolt of all of our intentions hitting individually, and all you have to do is just carry it. So the final boss battle is your will and ability to carry that seed while you're going to get jumped by the collective. You are getting ready to get jumped again by the collective. Like, this is the final boss battle. Can you handle the jumping? Once you get jumped in, you will join Infinity Gang. Okay? Infinity Gang. We got a royal member of Infinity Gang in the chat. Christian Dixie. It's real infinity shit over here. Christian Dixie spun the block on a national television broadcasting show called Wheel of Fortune, and he won twice. Left that bitch with an infinity Gang. We don't play out here. We really out here. And so Infinity Gang we've already been jumped in. You feel me? So like that's what I'm saying. Like Aquarius season, send me y'all music. Full moon and Leo, we're gonna jam out. It's just it. We're gonna jam out. So what tarot card? Forget the tarot. What message do we have as we awaken and take the plunge? I am drawing this insight in from all of our collective energy. I'm setting that intention to do that. I'm deciding that's just what it is. So this is if all of our energy fused into one person. I want you to imagine that. So now there's 397 people who are imagining or just thinking of all of our energy in an energy in energy form as one being. Boom, it exists now. Boom, we just made it. So this is the message from that. See how easy it is, though, just to like craft stuff like that. That is what is going to release and basically create our intentions exponentially. That is how powerful we are. So underlying theme that we have. And it's crazy to me how people can literally just doubt this in an effort to be like unnecessarily empiricist and materialist reductionist. Just use your fucking imagination. It doesn't have to be that big a deal. This is a ceremony. And I'm not even talking to you guys. I'm just putting that energy out there. Like there's no reason to like this is literally, we're literally doing this for you. Like have as much fun as possible. We do have the high priestess. I can't believe I'm fucking seeing this. I can't make this up. Woo! Synchronization. So the underlying theme is you must trust your intuition or die. That's it. Like this is the final boss battle. Like if there was ever a time to not doubt the synchronicities, the way you feel, your intuition, trust the revelation you're seeing. This is like the Matrix. You feel me? Like if Neo doubted Morpheus at any point during that phone call, Neo would have been dead and the Matrix would have been over like that. This is Morpheus. Like, hey, listen, I know you need to go. I got you. Hop out this window real quick. I know. Hop out this window. Like that's it. Listen, your intuition speaking. That person is lying to you. Don't trust that person. I know. Don't trust that person. No, that's your act. Like, just it's going to be loud. It's going to be loud, like very loud. So that's it. That's what I'm saying. Just listen to it. Most of you are the high priestess. So you've been there, done that. This ain't nothing new to you. So, okay, cool. So what is the main card and message that this is crazy, by the way. We got it. Oh, shit. The Fool, Uranus. This is actually the Dream Demon. But the Fool card is talking about a whole new frontier. So the Fool is saying basically everything that you've ever known up until this point, throw completely in the trash. The only thing you need is the power within. All you need is this inner voice. Imagine if you gave everything away and you followed the direction of your inner voice. And like you could sell everything you want. That's it. This is why a rich man cannot enter the kingdom of heaven, because a rich man entering the kingdom of heaven is like that rich man having to sell all their possessions. Can't do it. You can't do it. You should. The crypto just went up too. You won't do it. You will do it as it is. Anyway, this is saying that the foolishness of God is wiser than the intellect of men. So like really just go in head first. The Fool card is saying you are going to be pushed to take a leap of faith. Don't be a coward. That's it. You didn't come this far to be at the edge of wonder of everything you can be and then just turn back because you're just afraid. Don't. You did. Do you know how many angels help? We're fighting demons just to help you see signs to bring you to this point. I'm telling you, like the spirit squad is going to be disappointed if you do not take this leap of faith. They're going to be like, really? I thought you were spiritual. I thought you believe. Like, so I'm just saying, you're still going to be looking like you're on top of a mountain, and they're like, you want me to just fucking jump? And they're like, yeah, just jump. And it's like, do you know I'll die if I go? You want me to jump head first? And your spirit guys are looking at you crazy, like, bitch, if you don't just jump head first out there to your possible death, and you're just like, do you know how high this shit is? Like, do you think this is you want me to jump? And you keep on seeing signs like jump, do it, jump. Like, what? You want me to just jump? Listen, just jump. You should have been jumped already. Why are you arguing with your spirit team? You've seen 11 signs. It'd be different if you didn't see a single sign and they're telling you, you've seen 11 signs on the way there. Just random trucks like, jump. Make sure you take the fuck. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God. We have the world. Can you believe that? We have the fucking world. Okay, this is the beginning and the end. You take that leap of faith and you get everything. You literally left behind everything. And by following your inner voice, you are coming into fulfillment and completion. This is the whole journey. That's crazy. Peaking. I knew it. That's crazy. This is the whole journey. Bonus card is it's okay if you walk it alone. You're never lonely, but it's okay if you walk it alone. This is being alone but not lonely, because and it has little to do about you being alone or lonely, but more about you analyzing and keeping certain moments to yourself. But I'm gonna be honest with you, B. This is crazy. This is crazy. The Fool and the World. I want to read something to you. The Fool is numbered 0 and is considered to follow the world in the ongoing cycle. If the Fool is in a reading with the world, you are on the path, you are on the right path to total control and total freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Oh wow, that was awesome. So yeah. Yeah, guys. I think this is even more than just taking a leap of faith. Oh yeah, I still got the Discord popping, guys. Let me make sure the link isn't expired. Yep, it's still there. Discord is still it. So yeah, I kind of look at this as the whole Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus through Cancer and Gemini arc, but this is like a new, I don't want to say beginning and end, but yeah, Saturn, I think at the end of the week coming into this activation as well, is just bringing this all around. And yeah, I really love that we pulled that. So Cat Moon Tribe, there's a sense of fulfillment and completion that the perfect analogy of what I just pulled is Ash Ketchum at the end of every Pokemon journey. At the end of every Pokemon journey, Ash Ketchum quite literally at the end of a journey, he's caught new Pokemon, he's collected all the badges, and he has a culmination of experiences that brought him to the next level as a 10-year-old boy, that he somehow managed to be the entire franchise, which is amazing. I don't know how that's possible. But what you notice is when he's ready to go to a new region where he's going to do it again, he doesn't bring all his Pokemon that he had before because he wants to start from scratch and learn how to do it all again. He's playing the fool, if you think about it. All he brings is Pikachu. And then he does it again. He gets new Pokemon. He gets all the badges. He gets a little bit farther in the competition, and then he goes to a new journey. So that is kind of what you're doing. You're taking the completion of a whole cycle that you have completely kicked its ass, and you're getting ready to start anew. And you're bringing your Pikachu, your intuition, your intuitive spiritual abilities, intuitive and spiritual to pertain to the fact that it is intrinsic and it cannot be taken from you. And there's nothing you have to do to learn or know how to use it. You've always used this. All right. So that's beautiful. And I love it. And of course, he's finally won the competition. He finally won a Pokemon journey, and his journey is finished, which I think is also symbolic of that. Like we've seen from 96 Saturn and Aries to Saturn Pisces, Ash's entire journey. I mean, when I say that, I mean as far as like we collectively, like everyone in the world who has ever watched that, even though we've probably seen different periods. I kind of fell off until after, but I recapped, which I'm glad I did. So like, I want to use Ash Ketchum in every program that came out since then as an example, because so many people grew up on that. So much infrastructure is created around most of these concepts. So it's important to know that as Ash finished his journey, so many people are finishing their journey. The last generation had a version of this, And that's kind of how I see that. So yeah, congratulations, first of all. And yeah, this newer generational stuff is going to be unnecessarily weird, but that's what every older generation thinks about the next one. Bro, Pluto Aqua is the weirdest. Like, Pluto Sag is wild. You motherfuckers know you're wild, but Pluto Aqua is the weirdest generation we will ever see. So, like, just get ready. And some of you are going to give birth to these to these children. So you kind of have to be held responsible and complicit. Some of you are just going to go out of your way to have these kids. Once they're 5, you're not even going to be able to tell them what to do. Like, could you imagine your 3 or 5-year-old like talking back at you and winning the argument too? So they don't even respect you. Like, they're just like, my parents don't know shit. Kind of like Pluto Sag kids, but way worse. At least Pluto Cap will be somewhat respectful with it. Just show you shade. But like, no. Do you really want a kid like that? Do you really want a kid that by like 7 or 10 has ousted you out of your own family and like you could control? I wish I was joking. Like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Some of you put them in check. I don't know. I just don't know why you would want that. I don't know why you'd want that. If you're an Aquarius, you don't count. You Aqua parents are going to talk back to your kids like, no, I did this when I was young too. You're not me. Like that. No, I'm Aquarius. You don't count. We're talking about the rest of us normal folk. Like I don't know if that's what you want. I don't know if that's what you want. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yes. All right. Yep. See, the Pluto Capricorn's already doing that. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. All right. Okay. So before we do the pick a card reading, yeah. This is the activation. And I think in another few hours, it's going to be on Pluto. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. So like in another hour and a half, it has begun. Anyway, by the time the moon goes into Aquarius, you are manifesting at this 30-degree angle the knowledge of this awakening. So it's one thing to sow those seeds. It's another thing to understand the knowledge of what you did and what has been done and what has awakened. Should you choose to accept this mission, you are carrying this intention. So you focusing on the intention is the sunlight of your consciousness that is feeding the seed. You will be attacked relentlessly, like you always have been, but more intensely by the opposing frequencies from the collective. You are not a bitch, though, so you are going to kick its ass. The moon in Aquarius will help you understand the knowledge of how you are kicking its ass. The fixed quality of Aquarius is quite literally strengthening the intention you will be actively taking there. So this is important because it presupposes that you don't even have to know what to do. The only thing you have to do is just set the intention. How well could you focus on this? Quick check. We, if you are new, are doing a spell. Please make one wish to an infinite number of wishes. Step 1. 2, imagine all of us connected, whether holding hands or in a party or however you want. And 3, set the intention for everyone else's intention to come true. Congrats, you have joined the Infinity Crew. And once you leave this broadcast, you will see what it do. You will see a rapid acceleration of your intentions. All you have to do is maintain that intention. This is going to be like you being a lightning rod so that it can strike down on you. If you waver and you don't keep that intention, it's not going to be able to meet you. Basically, with 400 plus people intending for your intention to come true, we're all doing the work for each other. It's literally that simple. That's why I love doing these. And we have some heavy hitters like Queen Karen in the chat. So the energy is just ripe. Okay. So once the moon goes into Aquarius, this is not a first stage activation. This is not a moon in Taurus, sun in Aries. That's baby energy. It's fundamental and it's why we're here right now. But as strong as it is, it's not moon in Aquarius. This is not new moon in Cancer with the moon in Leo. Moon in Leo is strong and it's social, but no, this is not new moon in Libra, moon in Scorpio. No, this is moon in Aquarius, sun on Pluto. So it's very important to establish that the extraordinary quality of the knowledge you are manifesting is going to prepare you for the monstrosity that is the Pisces transit, the monstrosity for your ops, because you are already kicking ass. Mind you, all you have to do is maintain your intention. The whole purpose of this boss battle is at this crucial element where you are awakening this power. If we can, through jumping the shit out of you vibrationally and filling you with the name of the game of their attack is, say it with me, guilt manipulation and a little bit of shame manipulation. If I can gaslight you with a false narrative and just make you feel guilty and ashamed for having the audacity to believe in yourself, I can waver your intention. If the final boss wavers your intention and you do not harvest this seed, you lose. They win. If you maintain this intention and just kick ass by keeping that intention, because you have a spirit team that does the fighting for you, you have to maintain the attention and grow that seed and harvest that seed, you win. And then in 2 weeks, once you start to harvest that energy and you're in social Leo and Libra, you can pull up and handle the rest. Then you could, so all you have to do is just decide what you've claimed. Capricorn in its negative over material obsession that chains and prisons the spirit is the devil. But when we reverse that power and we become born again, we allow the spirit to master the body. And so this is that final fight. Are you chained by your flesh or do you walk in spirit? And you will know by the time the moon is in Aquarius. This is going to make this very easy. And the key here is the square between Jupiter and Uranus is going to set up the subsequent moon in Taurus transit where Aquarius season will come in. So this is going to have you feel at a solid physical quality the energy and power you are manifesting. And moon in Aqua is going to have you know you're just going to be channeling it. It's all coming from within you. Okay, so like there's no one that needs to tell you how to awaken the God within you. There is a God and goddess or goddess within every being. God meaning world, universe. There is a universe within every being. What if you can harness the stars in your body, the energy in the 13 trillion cells you have, to harness energy, to burn your soul, to renew your own energy? Because the unique way that you can is being uncovered. So this is why this boss battle is crucial. Because once you unlock this, there's no stopping you. But that's not why you're here. It's very telling that you're here. So the moon in Aquarius, I want to be clear. By the time we come into this at the end, this is going to begin to manifest this. So everything up until this point is activating the direction and the knowledge. And then once we start to manifest it, guess what? You're going to start to experience the power. Yeah, I said it. Now, this is very crucial. Okay. The moon on Saturn and Pisces is very crucial. This is producing the full on immersive divine effect of the power you are not only awakening, but will completely enhance your imagination. So if Aquarius was the energy needed to activate the power, the effect of that you will experience through Pisces. And that's what makes the third house the ability, the attitude. Saturn is holding you accountable to the integrity of these beliefs by you changing your beliefs because you are seeing the effects. And Neptune is what's going to dose you like it does every month with another tab of acid or LSD so that you can go even deeper into your imagination. Crazy analogy, crazy analogy. But what we want to see, that's a go. Did you notice as soon as the moon goes into perceptual and magic Pisces, Mercury enters Capricorn. So at the apex of Mercury, at the end of Sagittarius is where we're going to see the moon, at the end of Aquarius. Does that make sense? So basically, the moon at the end of Aquarius is not only going to have you understand the knowledge of what's happening, but with Mercury and Sag, you are seeing it too. Imagine coming into peak synchronicity and you know what you're seeing versus just being like, what does that mean? Blah, blah, blah. And so once Mercury goes into Capricorn, you're getting ready to utilize this reevaluation of your brain's processing function because unlike before when it retrograded, now you awakened. So now you know what they're literally, you know, like this. I'm literally breaking down to you the awakening of supernatural power that you have been spending the last few months setting up to awakening. And you know how you do. You've been feeling this your whole life. So it's happening collectively. And that's why I'm saying once Mercury is going into Capricorn, the grounded earth will stabilize the unstable imagination of Pisces so that you can be sure what you're experiencing is not just in your imagination because you are activating the final stage of this awakened power that you've spent since 2008 awakening. And, you know, people can pretend they're in the spiritual closet, but, you know, the real know what's up. So, yeah. Mercury, this brings in now, that was the first part. So this is the first sequence. It's literally like a final boss battle. You know how at the end of the first sequence of a final boss battle, the terrain might change? Well, the first part is Mercury and Venus in Sag. Let's say that's lava. Once we start to integrate and come out this first phase, now Mercury is catching up to Mars. Okay, so I just wanted to highlight that. Literally at the changing moon Pisces part, we start to change out of the first sequence of the boss battle and into the second one. So that first part is to activate your power by focusing on your intention and showing up in every situation as the being who's claiming what it is you've decided to. You're going to the final boss like, I don't care. I got that. This is what it is. It's a dub. It's up for you. That's it. Boom. And the reason why this is important is that first phase is going to prepare for the integration where those seeds you planted and focused on, you're going to see it break through the ground. Let's show you how. So this is the end of the first phase. And once we step into Aries, the first part of this is Mercury catching up to Mars. Once we step into this 90-degree square, this is the most intense integration and breaking those seeds through the ground that we see. So let's analyze this real quick. This 90-degree angle at 27 degrees Aries to 27 degrees Capricorn is the climax of you switching sequence of the final boss battle, because this is the final part of the final boss battle. So now that guilt turns into shame, or that shame turns into guilt. If the first phase of that boss battle is to try and shame you because you're not following the program, just an example, then once you've activated that, it's like, oh, you actually accomplished it. Now we're going to make you feel guilty. No one can make you feel anything. I'm just using an example, but this is the pressure to integrate your own individuality. I mean, namely, you just awakened God power. So what is the identity of it? That's what's going to break through the ground, through the understanding of your own individual actions. So this is going to be defined by what you do. And you're going to understand, wow, I did this with it. This is what it is. That is literally Moon in Gemini, Moon in Aries to Moon Gemini. That's it. But here's the thing, because we're coming at the end of it. First of all, guys, once we come into Moon in Aries, it's a go. It's a dub. It's a go. Just carry this to Moon in Aries. Once we come into that square, all you have to do is maintain authenticity. The climax of this square is, even if everybody in the world decided that you were a loser because of your opinion, and it was the most unpopular opinion of all time, would you still have that opinion? You're going to have people who are going to fold completely like origami, because the concept of them actually standing on their own ideas is just as foreign as insert analogy. Okay, like God forbid they offend other people. But for those of you who stand on it and basically say, I said what I fucking said, you are going to have to face the repercussions and karma for that, but you effectively win. This is you cutting off. That's it. This is you establishing that, and then you get to see the value of just your own individuality through Taurus. And once the moon goes into Taurus, guys, it's a dub. This is going to make this real. Couple things we want to see. The sun and Pluto are going to enter Aquarius together while the moon is helping you understand the grounding of this. Mercury, as it catches up to Mars, is going to link your brain with the actions to take. Why is this important? Mars in Capricorn, post the retrograde, took the notes from Mercury that was retrograding, and it has been taken. So imagine Mars entered Capricorn and Mercury is retrograding. And now Mercury, as it retrogrades, gives Mars a note like, hey, I was ahead of you. Do this. Right? And so Mars is doing that while Mercury is back in Sagittarius, changing what it processed before. Like, oh, I went into it at this angle. Now I see it different. So now what you saw before you went in is now different as you're processing it out. So Mercury is coming back to Mars doing what it's doing. And as it connects, now they're linked. Now everything that I'm doing, I'm processing what I'm doing, and everything I'm thinking of doing, I'm doing. Boom. This is a very powerful mind-body connection. And what is it trining? Jupiter. So this is what's going to integrate the natural feeling of this power at the highest point of activation that you have already activated through the first sequence. Crazy shit. All right, crazy. So this is where once the sun goes into Aquarius, guys, 1, 2, we're going to have the 0-degree Aqua sun with 0-degree Gemini moon. So the first part of this awakening is the end of Capricorn season. Once we step into Aquarius season, the exponential quality of how much you rapidly accelerate this progress, it's going to be like vibrating a lot faster. So all you have to do is draw out the integrity of your decision making to there with whatever you're doing. And I really do challenge you to just kind of take it, dream a little bit bigger. By the time the moon is in Pisces, you're going to see, oh, wow, I can dream a lot bigger. I didn't know I was awakening this type of power. And it's happening right now. It's happening right now. So the moon in Gemini is going to quite literally integrate the truth about everything you just experienced from now until then. This is what's going to take this experience and formulate a language and ideas and intellectual understanding, Moon Gemini, of now this activation with Moon Pluto of this next frontier. Mind you, this conjunction occurred in Capricorn, at the end of Capricorn. So the next Moon Pluto will be in Aquarius. All right. Even though they're traveling together, which you'll see, it's technically a Capricorn Moon Pluto Cazimi. Okay. But by the time the moon is squaring Pisces, imagine if you've activated the experience of your body transforming while you're going through the first sequence of the boss battle, Moon Pisces. Everything you experience in a week from now, Moon Pisces, 2 weeks from now, when the moon is in Gemini, it's going to put words to that experience. Because in the moment, you might, through bias or just not fully experiencing it yet, truly understand. So this is where the clarity of knowledge in Aquarius gets ready to not only fully express the creativity of what now you know you are getting ready to accomplish. The beginning of January is going to prepare you to fully harvest your ki at will, your chi at will. Okay. Then we're going to have the integration of feeling the knowledge of this energy. This is pretty much knowing how to feel about it all. And this, everything that the moon in Gemini might have clashed relative to this change of perspective and understanding how to wield it, the moon in Cancer will reinforce in feeling in that direction. But it's more important to kind of highlight hardcore integration because full moon, baby. And this is where we reconvene. And this is where you start to harvest T square, Jupiter, Moon, Aqua. It's a go. It's a go. It's a go. It's a go. By here, you are harvesting this awakened power. And this is going to bring you into the new cycle of energy, new moon Aquarius, Pluto, boom, revolution. Because this is what you need to make it into the next world. Let me just be honest. You're going to realize there's a whole bunch of shit that's been sold to you that you don't even need, more than you already thought. And you're going to be able to reintegrate yourself back with the society, system, and structure while fully awakening more to who you have always been. It's an honor to do this with you. And I will see you during that ceremony. So now, while, of course, Jupiter is where it's at, or the sun is where it's at, okay, this definitely puts you in a position to focus very intensely on your intention. And we've already blasted off through Sagittarius season. So prepare for the rain. I'm going to close off with this pick a card reading. This is the underlying theme. This is graduation, my friends. This is the final boss battle. Come and get your victory. Claim everything that you consider fulfillment. Now, that's the underlying theme. We're going to do a pick a card reading for the nature of the final boss for you. Okay. Last but not least, for those of you who've just joined, we're getting ready to end this spell. So in order to put into this wish luck, this potluck, 3 steps. And you could either keep doing this or you just have to do this once. Step 1, set one intention to an infinite number of intentions, and you can keep doing it as much as you want. Step 2, imagine that you're connected with everyone in this live chat, whether they're holding hands or partying or any way you want. And step 3, set the intention that everyone else's intentions have come true. That's it. 1, 2, 3. We have over 400 people. So the energy is buzzing. And it's like you putting in your ticket. Envision all of our energy as an avatar, and you're giving them that ticket. Once we end the broadcast, the energy is going to disperse. It's going to take your ticket. Boom. And all you have to do over the next 2 weeks up into the full moon is to just carry your intent. Everything you do not waver. Move forward with that intention. I have YouTube video links down below if you want an idea of how to stay in that state and what you need to do, because you'll find out there's nothing you need to do but to just stay in that state and do everything in that state. You can check it out below. And finally, we're going to do this pick a card reading, 3 piles, which is going to kind of illuminate what you're leaving with this harvest. Once we leave the broadcast, you will already instantly see results, just letting you know. So just maintain it, take it with you. And you have 400 plus people who have set the intention for your wish to come true, which is why it's going to happen like really quick. Like it's going to be a very intense. So we have pile 1. The first card is, what is the final boss you are overcoming? What is the nature of the final boss you're overcoming? And the second card is going to be, what is the power you are awakening? And then we're going to have the outcome. So the underlying theme is fulfillment. This, of course, is the prize at the end of the final boss battle. This is it. This is your completion. It's time to take it to the world. We have pile 1, 2, 3, and let us begin with pile 1. Oh, yo. All right. So what is the nature of the boss battle you are fighting? What are you overcoming? The sun. This is a fight to reclaim your will, your happiness. It's funny because it's not even so much that this is a theme of the boss battle you're fighting. This is kind of what you're using to maintain. So that means, pile 1, you might be dealing with people who at an excessive amount want to kill your shine. It's almost as if in well-timed places, when you're positive, negativity tries to block you. All you have to do is just maintain the light. Just keep on shining. Do not dim your light to make others come to. Okay. You can also look at that as an outcome. So what you're awakening is your own expertise and specialization. Pile 1, this is exceptionally helpful, especially for those who kind of expect you to do things in a traditional way that everyone else does it. And you're like GTFOH, WBS, because WTBS, because you really have your own specialized way of mastery and doing what it is you want to do. And I really feel like that's what's going to remain and stay true for you. So really, the outcome we have for you is the Chariot, and it coming with the sun is linked. You're going to have a massive milestone in victory that's going to free up more happiness. The real challenge for you, pile 1, is to maintain focus. So you're going to have people not only wanting to block your light, really distractions. Be mindful of distractions. And you're going to awaken the focus to really, really, really mind them, because you're going to keep moving forward. But if you give into immediate gratification, temptations, it's going to slow you down. So this outcome really is the Sun card. It's you just feeling happy. I think I did this on reverse on accident. So yeah, that's beautiful. Pile 1, you won. Like, you're the winners. It's you coming in. It's you literally crossing the finish line. No one is doing it for you, and that's why it's going to feel well deserved. A lot of you really took so much time out to study your craft and do what it is you're doing. So that's beautiful. All right. And yeah, if your intention is to get paid to exist, like, make an intention that is kind of beyond what you think is possible. All right. So pile 2, let's get it. Whew. All right. So what are you taking with you into this final boss battle? The Hangman. Ooh. This is kind of like I don't want to say Ultra Instinct, but the Hangman means that you are fully surrendering. You don't even look, ma, no hands. This is a complete and total transformation of your personality. So pile 2, this is especially for you, whereas pile 1 has to really face distractions to get in the way of their willpower. Pile 2, this is talking about you reacting to the opinions of others and the judgments of others. You're fully surrendered. It doesn't matter. It's like a father forgive them. They don't know what they do, but you don't have to forgive. I'm just saying you're just so, it's not you in denial. It's just you completely surrendered. Like, you're not entertaining things that are not even true about you. And your capacity to completely surrender, right, is what is going to enable your higher self, your OG self, to pretty much facilitate this process for you. The Hangman is, once again, Odin sacrifices out to Odin, but it's Neptune. And the reason why it's hard to put this into words is because there's nothing you have to do. Like, pile 1 is determination and fortitude. You're literally doing something. You're crossing the finish line. Pile 2, there's nothing for you to do. If anything, doing something where you're not supposed to will screw you up. And you literally just need to surrender. It's already done. You already know what you've claimed and decided. So I just want to really establish that. Like, that's kind of crazy. So what is it that what God power are you awakening? What is it that you are awakening from within you? And we do have judgment, literally the power of awakening. This, in surrendering, is giving you a completely new perspective that will awaken you completely to your true life's purpose. This is a core awakening that is enabling you to finally access yourself from the core of your being. And it's going to set you on the path of probably exorcism, demon slaying, or really awakening other people. And finally, the outcome we have is the Emperor. I love it. I love it. Pile 2, this is you literally awake. You're transforming your personality. You're awakening the ruler you were meant to be. So pile 1 is coming into massive happiness through their own willpower and expertise. And pile 2, you are surrendering and awakening to your own authority, an ability to stand on your own too, and quite literally run your own shit. All right, which is really fucking dope. And I like that progression. It's a progression. You're dying to one form of yourself and you're stepping into your great self. Okay, so finally we have pile 3. The final boss battle you are working with, oh, I love this, temperance. So moderation, that's it. All you need to do to get through this boss battle if pile 1 needs to be determined and to take action, and pile 2 just needs to surrender, pile 3, moderation. That's it. You want to do everything in moderation. This is going to allow you to balance your lifestyle. So don't entertain too much extremes to the point that it gets in the way of what it is you need to accomplish. This, I think, is amazing because you have alchemical principles and alchemic techniques and just basic alchemy to wash this final boss. And the power you are awakening is the power of imagination. So when I said alchemy, I do mean alchemy. You're awakening this quality in the unconventionality of your lifestyle to not have to follow the beat of other people's drums, to quite literally, like, people are going to be looking at your lifestyle like, how can you do this, but you smoke this or you drink this? And it's like, you do it in moderation. You don't smoke too much, you don't drink too much, and you're awakening the ability to have imagination based powers. So if you picked power 3, you probably don't go to the gym at all, but you're still in shape because you're performing alchemy. It's not that you're not doing anything. You live with such moderation that you know your own behavior and you can play and experiment with stuff that maybe you're not used to doing. So I want to be clear here. The moon card is quite literally you awakening your psychic powers, your abilities to discern the unseen and to draw from your imagination to perceive what's not there or what will happen, or to literally just create whatever or to manifest. Very, very, very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. All right. Pile 1 is awakening their own specialized expertise. Pile 2 is awakening their life purpose. And pile 3, you're awakening psychic abilities to their full power. And so the outcome we have here is the High Priestess. Can't make this up. So you in balancing your lifestyle, this is just going to strengthen your intuition. The High Priestess and the moon now is psychic powers on a go. It's you not being lost by the moon. If someone were to blindfold you, you can make your way through it because you can intuitively sense your way. So pile 3, you guys are the psychics that turn skeptics into believers. You're able to quite literally balance the subconscious realms with the physical realms. You through alchemy achieve union with that. So you can quite literally have mediumship sessions with people and like really channel their spirit and know what you're doing and not just be this like, oh, I think I sense this, or I think this, like boom, 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 boom. Like you're completely awakening this at such a much greater level of mastery. So congratulations. Once I end this broadcast, for those of you who gave the collective self of our energy a ticket, all you have to do is commit over the next 2 weeks to seeing this true. If you want to edit what that is, you can change it. Just don't waver and give up. Basically, just don't give up. And if you are prepared, you guys stay blessed as always. And I will see you right now on this Jupiter transit talk.